The Atkins Diet is a popular low-carbohydrate eating plan developed in the 1960s. The Atkins Diet restricts carbohydrate while focusing on protein and fats. The Atkins Diet is a high-protein, high-fat, and very low-carbohydrate regimen. It emphasizes meat, cheese, and eggs, while discouraging foods such as bread, pasta, fruit, and sugar. It is a form of category diet. The Atkins Diet has several phases for weight loss and maintenance. It starts out with a very low carbohydrate eating plan. The Atkins Diet is formally called the Atkins Nutritional Approach. It has been detailed in many books and is credited with starting the low-carb diet trend.
Starting in 1963, Dr. Atkins immersed himself in medical research on nutrition and found studies that showed carbohydrate restriction as opposed to calorie restriction provided weight loss results without significant hunger. After that, Dr. Atkins experimented with a low-carb diet himself and then with 65 executives. Together, Dr. Atkins and the group of executives all achieved substantial weight loss. And then, in 1972, Dr. Atkins published his first book, which is Dr. Atkins Diet Revolution, to explain his findings on low-carb dieting.
The concept of Atkins Diet is to change your eating habits to help you lose weight and keep it off. Also says it is a healthy, lifelong approach to eating. A healthier approach whether you want to lose weight, boost energy, or improve health problems, such as high blood pressure or metabolic problems. The main dietary focus of Atkins Diet is eating the right balance of carbohydrates, protein, and fats. Atkins Diet holds that eating too much carbs that leads to many issues, leads to blood sugar imbalance, weight gain, and heart problems. Atkins Diet encourages eating more protein and fat but not high protein diet.
Tracking carbohydrates. In the Atkins Diet, there is no need to keep track of calorie or portion sizes. However, keeping tabs on your carb intake is a must. To calculate net carbohydrate content, subtract the amount of fiber from the item's carbohydrate value. Cutting carbohydrates. According to the Atkins Diet, cutting carbohydrate can help you lose weight, improve your blood sugar management, and improve your overall health. And the Atkins Diet claims that you will not feel hungry or depleted on this diet. Keep body shape. An important part of the Atkins Diet is to help you discover your own specific carbohydrate balance. The amount of gram of net carbohydrate you may consume each day without gaining or losing weight is known as your personal carbohydrate balance.
Phase 1 is known as induction, where the goal of this phase is to jumpstart your weight loss. In this phase, the amount of daily net carb intake has to be an average of 20 grams in between 18 to 22 grams. The significance of this is so that fat burn will be the primary energy source. This is also to allow your body to get used to the fat burning process so that later on you can add more carbs gradually into the diet. The main food that you need to consume in this 2 weeks period are vegetables and lean proteins. Out of the 20 grams of net carb intake, 12 to 15 grams should consist of solid vegetables. Some recommendations for vegetables are broccoli, tomatoes, and cabbage. Protein is also necessary in promoting weight loss, where you need to consume 4 to 6 ounce serving of lean protein such as salmon, meat, and chicken 3 times a day. In phase 2, the goal is to gradually adding carbs intake into the diet by incorporating nuts, seeds, and fruits to find a balanced and suitable meal for your weight loss goals. This phase usually lasts until you're about 4 to 5 kilograms away from your goal weight. In this phase, the amount of net carb intake increases by 5 grams, which by now you should consume 25 grams of net carbs. Vegetable intake remains the same, that is 12 to 15 grams as in phase 1. Moreover, you have more variability in food options, but it still have to be unprocessed and natural foods. These foods include dairy such as unsweetened yogurt, nuts and seeds like almonds and peanuts, and also fruits like raspberries and blueberries.
The goal of Phase 3 is to fully prepare you for your new healthy lifestyle. In Phase 3, you should be slowly adding food items to your daily net carb count to maintain your weight or continue towards reaching your weight goals. In this phase, you can add small amounts of starchy vegetables, fruits, and grains. Be aware of how this affects your body and scale back if necessary. The goal of this phase is to equip you with the knowledge to stay in control of your weight. Maintaining your ideal weight doesn't happen by itself. Living healthy should always be top of mind, but it's helpful to keep a checklist handy to remind yourself of how far you've come and why it's so important. Reference the list beside to remain in control of your hard-earned new weight.
After that, for the pros of Atkins diet, it can help with, firstly is weight management, second is require no calories counting, third is contain healthy eating plan, fourth is focus on fiber, rich carbs, and the fifth is offer multiple resources.
Hi, my name is Alia and I will be explaining about the cons of Atkins diet. The first one is Atkins diet requires reduced fruit intake and grain intake. Second cons is produces side effects. Third, restricts options. Fourth, becomes hard to maintain. And fifth, requires counting net carbs.
Next are food to eat and avoid in Atkins diet. So for the food you can eat, firstly is vegetables that are rich in fiber and nutrients like broccoli and green salad. Second is high fiber fruit with low sugar like apple and berries. Third is complex carbohydrate like legumes and whole grains. Fourth is plant fats such as avocado and olive oil. Then for the food to avoid are firstly is starchy vegetable like potatoes. Second is fruit with high sugar like papaya. Third is sweets like cake. And lastly is simple carbs like pasta and white bread.
According to ResearchGate 2003, the evaluation of Atkins diet, Dr. Atkins' new diet revolution instruction resulted in weight loss in healthy adults who were overweight or obese. But without proper dietary training, it also achieved several macronutrient deficiencies that could lead to a serious health consequence if continued long term. Next, based on Journal of Natural Science research, which the title is Effectiveness of the Atkins Diet as a Treatment of Weight Reduction 2013, said that the diet works when the body changes into state of ketosis because of drastically restricting of carbohydrate intake, which means it burns its own fat to convert into energy. This journal is to determine the effectiveness of Atkins diet by measuring the weight before and after practicing the diet. The findings show that there is lost weight after that. This shows that Atkins diet is a success. Lastly, according to Science Direct Journal Atkins Diet 2022, the severe carbohydrate restriction produced what Dr. Robert Atkins called binge dietary ketosis, which he argues suppresses appetite. The diet has few other restrictions. Several studies support the idea that the Atkins diet produces more weight loss than a low-fat diet over 6 months.
These are among the links that provide info about Atkins diet. You can join this group to know more about this diet, and you can also get useful tips and other information that can help you undergo with this diet. Besides, they also provide a variety of recipes that you can make during your journey of diet. This helps you save time as you no longer need to Google to find other recipes.